Hey, it's Jordan, the 1031 doctor, and we've got an interesting deal today in Houston, Texas. It's a corporate jack-in-the-box. 1031 doctor gives full analysis of any triple net property in the country for $299 and within 24 hours. We employ AI and my 40 years of experience buying, building, selling, leasing triple net properties across the country since 1986. Let's dive into this one. I've been on LoopNet, like I've said many times before, probably since the day it was inaugurated, and I was probably one of the first customers. Back then, it was free, free service, and they were just selling advertising space. I forget exactly the details, but I've been on LoopNet a long, long time and been doing this a long, long time. So I can pretty much look at deals from a 30,000 foot level and tell you what is going on and now with AI, it makes the job that much easier to employ geo tracking and everything to get real sale rent versus sales ratios. Let's dive into this corporate Jack in the Box deal in Houston, Texas. So this deal at a 5.6 cap for a corporate is pretty good. Now, the reason why they're asking that is because the primary term is basically up and you're going to be in options. Whenever you're in a deal like this with options and you've got 5 years and then 5 years and then 5 years, you're going to have a real hard time refinancing it and selling it. It's that primary term you want to have 10 years that really gives you, as a seller, a premium for the property. So you're going to lose that. And but this isn't a ground lease, I don't think, so you have some depreciation there if you have any in your exchange. The location, I'm looking at this location, and it's within a discount tire center, and you see there's a lot of multifamily here. This is a really good area. I'm not worried about it, but this is not a hard corner location. It's close to the hard corner, but it's not a hard corner. You also have a large apartment complex here, Briar Forest Lofts. That's a lot of apartments. And this is the basically the energy corridor area. All the major energy companies are in this area. You got a major LA Fitness here. That's a big one. And you see there's a lot of cars, and that is what you want to see. Here's a better picture of how it sits. Now, having a fast food in front of a tire store is a really good combo. People are obviously sitting there for an hour till their tires get fixed and they have something to eat. So this works out really well. And this looks like it was a remodel, so I doubt they leave. But you never know. They may have a deal where they can pick up the hard corner here and just go dark even and just move to the hard corner or this hard corner here or this hard corner there or there. I mean, that happens, and I've actually done that. So you always have to be careful that these people can relocate. McDonald's is notorious for it, and they'll go dark and they'll just pay you the rent until they're into options, and then it's bye bye. So let's take a little look at their information here. So yeah, here it is, 2.5 years remaining. Plus options, high profile along Houston's energy corridor. You got a high school close by, rare triple net, below market rents, and we'll look at the rents here in a minute. It is corporate, and let's see if there's any information they have. There's no OM. So they have obviously 2,100 locations, 2.2 years remaining on the primary. 10% rent increases, very standard. So it's a 2,700 foot building, so you're going to want to have their rent to sales ratio as low as possible because this is a larger unit and they've got more employees, and that means it's more expensive to operate. These smaller new prototypes, 1,500 feet or 2,000 feet and under, they have less employees, therefore their costs are different and their rent to sales ratio can be a little different as well. So yeah, this is one of the larger buildings. And now they're saying that the intersection at Briar Forest Drive and Eldridge Parkway has a combined of 51,000 traffic. Now, that's pretty good, but this is not on the hard corner. So you really can't use that number exactly. So the lot size is good. You got close to an acre, so you could redevelop this property into or just re-tenant the property. And it looks like a pretty boxy kind of prototype. You could put another fast food in there if they decide to leave. Let's get a better look at the actual location. And here's Houston right here. So you're going out towards, now this whole area here, that affects demographics. I don't know what that is, but whenever you have a property, you look at the 360-degree demographics. And this is obviously going to cut into demographics. So this is some kind of farm, nature preserve, or I have no idea, but this is going to affect your 1, 3, and 5 mile demographics for sure. It's cut in half. So that's an issue. And you always have to remember that, especially with water like lakes and oceans, there's an old saying, fish don't buy shoes. So please keep that in mind. Okay, so nearby tenants, Teriyaki, LA Fitness, nobody special. I'd like to see that there was a big mall close by. There isn't. Now, if you look here, it's assessed at 134. That's probably what the property's worth, to tell you the truth. There can be a little bit of assessment. So there's a little bit of a premium here. I would probably offer a 6 cap. I don't think you'll get it. But you might, because listen, there is only 2 years left, 2.5 years left on this lease. And if you can close, now this small price point, that is a very small price point. 1,600,000 for a corporate Jack in the Box. Very, very hard to find. You're really just not going to find that at all. Yeah, 93,000 NOI. So what, 7,000 a month, 7,500 a month? That's really cheap for that kind of a size building. $2 a foot or 250 a foot. You can get $5 a foot for that. So the rent, if this was a real screaming location, you can probably do 140,000 a year, 130, maybe 150. I'd have to do a deeper dive on that. But listen, small price point deals you also pay a premium for. Sometimes because it's small. I mean, cap rate wise, it's hard to compress all that. So, I mean, to replace this property would cost 2 million bucks at least to rebuild and buy that land. So it's below replacement cost. And the land is the land value is being held up by a lease. So they've got the 4 or 5 year options. You almost hope they leave. It's one of those deals. Here's a better picture. Yeah, here's the tire store there. Okay, that's basically it. Um, and that's, I would grade this a B- deal, maybe a C plus. I do not like inline fast food deals. I like hard corners. You want to be on the hard corner. So that's an issue, but you got a lot of multifamily here. You got LA Fitness here. They're obviously not going to Jack in the Box if they're going to LA Fitness, but they're definitely going to Jack in the Box when they're changing their tires. You got Jersey Mike's here. You got everybody. I mean, there's no real retail. I'd like to go up Briar Forest Drive and see where some major retail is. Oh, here's a Kroger, Chick-fil-A, and a Walgreens. So that's basically your shopping center. You got a Kroger. And so that's right there. And here, Office Depot, Lowe's. But that's way, way, way over here. That's far away. Anyways, it's 1031 doctor, and please call me at 310-721-7375 if you're interested in having me analyze a property. You can reach me at jordan at 1031doctor.com. Have a great day.